How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play Pikmin. In our last episode, we made a second travel back to the Forest Navel. We did a little bit better than our first day there, but we still didn't get any ship parts, but we were able to manage a lot of them closer to our base, so it should be a little bit more of a successful day. My plan and goal here, while I go ahead and start getting into the region, is to get a couple more closer to us, open up the last few pathways that we have left, and hopefully not come back until a couple more days later. Because after this, I do plan on wanting to go back to either the Forest of Hope or the impact site, since really at the impact site we just need one more treasure there. But let me go ahead and start gathering some more Pikmin. And in terms of reds, I really don't need many. I just need, let's just say 35 reds. I'll bring a little bit more yellows this time because I may want to grab one part out there, and that is, I only have 24. Alright, so that's fine. And then the rest of them will be the blues, and I have 2 of them underground, so I really just have 31 out right now. Let me go ahead and grab them. Alright, perfect. Let's see. There's this, let me go ahead and get this, some of this nectar out. For now, I'm just gonna... No, you got it. Alright, thank you for breaking that, but that's not important to us right now. Let's go down here. No, get over here! Red. Man, some of these Pikmin are just too faulty at this. Alright, so let me go ahead and battle our first Wollywog. Alright, and how the battle for Wollywogs work is a little different than in the later installments. The Wollywogs' physics are a little bit interesting, to say the least. So the reason I didn't charge at them is because they can squish Pikmin a little bit easier in this game. That should be enough. Yeah. Alright. So they do have a great power to knock squish Pikmin from the side. Normally the way the Wollywog is supposed to knock out the Pikmin is just being able to, of course, just squish them. But the physics in this game is a little bit more interesting, so that way Wollywogs can actually knock them out by the sides a little bit easier. And in my opinion, that just makes the Wollywog a little bit more broken because you can't just simply charge at it. I think in the later Pikmins you can, and the chances of them fainting from it is a little bit less, but in here, if you do that, you're bound to lose like 10, 20 plus easily. And that's just not great. And that's not something we are going to plan on doing because that would have just been a bad idea from the start. Alright, so let me go ahead and grab these Pikmin over here. Let me go ahead and start breaking down some of the gates. I was about to say, Blue, don't do this to me. Alright, so let me go ahead. Let me not blow on them. Alright. Alright, let me go ahead and do this. I have made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin on the field, the onion stopped... Okay, so we already saw this one, so we don't need to repeat that again. We already know it. Alright, perfect. Got that one down, and then let me use some of my bomb rocks to knock this one. Actually, to save some of those bomb rocks, dang, I put my Pikmin too far out over there. I'm gonna have to go back around. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and pluck the Pikmin that are up there, just to not waste extra more time coming back up and coming back down. Might as well do it all at once. Not exactly wasting too much of the daylight, but I do want to get a lot more done because I still have a good amount of ship parts near me, so that's not a big deal. But regardless, and needless to say, that doesn't really matter towards the end of things. I do need to get some things done a bit quicker. Alright, there we go. I was like, any time now. Alright, grab these guys. Get. Alright, and that'd be my only bomb rock I have. Alright, not enough, whatever. Not a big deal. Because that's not the one thing I needed to do. The one thing I do want to do is grab the ship part out here. Come on, Pikmin, stop. Get over here. Okay. So now let me grab the full amount of blues that I have. Alright, so I have 41 of them. And then one of the ship parts that I have is all the way back here. Alright, so let's get introduced to this part. It's the Anti-Dioxin Filter. This fits over the rocket's exhaust ports and filters out all the disease-causing agents from the ship's exhaust. That means I'll be able to move around without polluting the planet's atmosphere. I'll feel worlds better. Alright, so he's, against pollution. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Alright, Pikmin, go. Pay attention. Over here. Yeah, see, you don't like me bullying you. Ow! Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, good. So they should be leaving my Pikmin alone now. They should be nowhere near me. Perfect. So that's one way to avoid having to battle them and waste a lot more time, is just letting them focus on you and letting the part and just getting the part. That's a bit better than just having to worry about fighting them. So now that I have a lot more Pikmin near me, have all of them near me. Let me go ahead. There should be nothing over there. And let me go ahead and start gathering the rest of these ship parts closer to base, so that way we'll have a lot more of them. Alright, so we got one of them, and this one I like because I believe it's the one that... Oh, no, it's another part that does it. Never mind. I'm thinking of another part that we haven't gotten to yet. So the analog computer. This straightens the outward emotions of the dolphin's computer. While it does make the computer smart, it also makes it quick to anger. It's just like my boss. Yo, emotions. So now that I've recovered 7 out of 30 parts, if I can just find 5 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright, so we are getting more parts closer to us now. So let me go ahead and grab this one over here. This was something about the cushioning. I forget the exact name, but it was along the lines of that. Okay, you really just had to not be near me, did you? Alright, so I'm going to let that one come closer. There's still one... Oh, I'm 3 Pikmin short of that one. Okay. Stop tripping. Y'all need to stop tripping. Like, seriously, y'all are tripping. Alright, gather this one closer. Because I said I need 5 more parts. I have actually 5 parts near me. Ain't that good? Dang, it's a lot of nectar. Let me actually grab the part that's over here. A lot of sad Pikmin. Alright, so we do have at least 5 of the parts that was told by us to grab, because there's actually these 5 right over here. Okay, y'all need to stop tripping for real. This is getting me so salty. Why do y'all do this to me? Alright, and since a lot of the parts are here, we're just going to be naming a lot of ship parts for just a couple more minutes. So let's go ahead and start with the descriptions with a lot of them. Ah, I like that part. It adds a lot more coverness to the ship. So the Anti-Dioxin Filter. The laws of deep space require all ships to eliminate all pollutants. Perfect. Keeping the world safe, even if it's not your own. That's what recycling is all about. I have now recovered 8 out of 30 parts. If I can just find 4 more, should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright, and we do have 4 more coming up in just a moment. If I can actually get a lot of these collected. Some of the Pikmin were just hovering over the part. Alright, the space float. An excellent swimmer like me has no need for something like this, but my motto is always be prepared. Really, it's just for emergencies. True, even though he can pretty much traverse fine through water, so it doesn't really matter. So now that we have 9 out of 30, just 3 more will increase the ship's capabilities, and we're giving a choice to another one. To the side, there we go. Nice. So the number 1 Ionium Jet. If this is damaged, I'll be in dire straits. I will have to run a system check as soon as I can. You should have done that earlier. So now that I have 10 out of 30 parts, I just need to find 2 more to increase my ship's capabilities. And we have these 2 right here. We can just get Pikmin to collect them. It's taking quite a while to do that. Perfect. So the gravity jumper. This anti-gravity device allows the dolphin to swim gracefully through the sea of like stars. Like a dolphin. So now that I've recovered 11 out of the 30 parts, if I can just find 1 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Easy, because now... there really wasn't that many outer parts to collect, but that doesn't matter because we'll be seeing that cinematic, that great cinematic soon. So the automatic gear. It has thin cracks running through it. I tried to fill them with dirt. I hope it'll be alright. That's not how you fix things, Olimar. Man, that's how you get your ship broken again. Alright, so that doesn't matter. So now that I've recovered 12 out of 30 parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search can now cover a wider area. There we go. Perfect. We gathered a lot of parts today, increased the ship's capabilities, and it's looking a lot more like a ship now. But, oh wait, what am I doing? Let me see how many Pikmin I have. I have 35. I really don't need that many blues right now. So what I'm gonna do, I wasted just a couple seconds there, but that's fine. I'm gonna get rid of about this many of them. Come on, faster, faster. Alright, and then gather some more reds, and then just a couple more yellows, because I just need a couple more. Oh, I don't even have... okay. Just gonna have to work with these yellows. That's all I can work with. Might as well make them flowers, because that'll help a lot. No, only made a few more flowers. Really, only like 5 of them were flowers. Okay. Doesn't matter. Can't waste more time. I am able to increase my ship's capability, so we did do 1 job today, perfectly fine. What I want to do, though, is grab one of the last parts over here, so that way we can avoid having to come back to this section, because that'll help a lot. So what I'm going to have to do is, since I really don't need any more, I'm going to leave those guys right there for now, because I'm going to have to come back regardless. I don't need any more blue Pikmin, since I believe I broke the geyser. Did I break the geyser? I did no, I can't afford losing any more yellows. Can't afford losing any more yellows. Okay. Okay, so the geyser's not broken. Okay, so I just wasted a lot of time right there. I should have just brought them all. Should have just brought them all. That was my fault. But as long as I can get one of that parts closer, that's not going to be a big deal for me. That's still a goal. Should be easy to get 2 of the parts when I come back the next time, because it's not really going to take the whole day. I do have to defeat 2 enemies, but it's not going to, like I said, it's not going to take the whole day to defeat 2 enemies. It's not going to be the case. Alright, so let me throw my yellow Pikmin up here. This is actually the part where you need yellow Pikmin. I've actually seen in speedruns where they aren't really needed because there are some manipulation tricks you can do, but I haven't learned those, so I'm not going to bother doing them. Alright, good. So I had enough yellow Pikmin. No. Get it up. Pick it. Pick at it. Pick it. There we go. And the part that we are introduced to is... I found my Libra. My daughter gave this to me. It's named after her astrological sign. My sweet little girl. I wonder what she's doing right at this moment. That is an adorable gift. That is really nice. So, of course, that ship part being named the Libra after her astrological sign. Of course, that just means she's a Libra. I mean, that's what else could that really mean? It can't really mean much else other than that. Oh, of course, I picked up a yellow Pikmin. Why? Like, that's just been my luck in this game so far. Alright, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Alright, so I'm gonna let the red Pikmin take that now. And, alright, so I have all 96 with me. Just gonna have to make sure. Alright. And then... Alright, perfect. Looking good so far. Because the last two that I was mentioning are going to be over here, but I'm definitely not going to have enough time to get any of those parts since we are very near towards the end. But we did get a major amount done. We got 6 ship parts. No, 7. We got 7 here. Well, it's 6 right now, but it will be 7 if I can get that over there. So for now, in the meantime, I'm just going to harvest a bit more Pikmin because I do have a little bit... Okay. Okay. Okay, I just can't get Pikmin up, can I? Like, I'm just that bad at this game. Alright. Oh my god! I am actually just bad at this game. Can I... Oh. See, look at that. I just wasted, like, so much time just trying to get them up there. And the Pikmin are going that way. That's fine. That's not a big deal. Let me see, do I have... Yeah, just because I don't want them to be sprouting out. Where'd they go? Oh, they're over there. You know what? I just grew a few more Pikmin. Stop falling. Alright. So let's gather this last ship part. Let's go ahead, since we have little time. Beautiful. So the Libra. My daughter gave this to me. My late return must have her very worried. So now that I've recovered 13 out of 30 parts, if I can just find 16 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. So wow, we need to collect the rest of them except one more. So, of course, for those who aren't familiar, that last one does mean something special, but I'll add more to that towards when we get there. So, man, that was a lot done today. We gathered all 7 parts. We didn't really grow our Pikmin numbers that greatly, honestly, but as long as we opened up the new area and opened up a lot of the path for next time when we come back, that'll make this last time when we come back here a lot easier. It'll make things a lot better for us. So, of course, let's just enjoy the ending cinematic. The ship is looking a lot nicer now. It's still pretty broken looking, but it's still a lot nicer. Ha, no, nothing for you, Wollywog. So 6 days since impact. I have managed to increase the range of the dolphin. Looking from the dolphin's portal as it launches even higher into the sky, I see a vast wetland in the deepest parts of the forest. I shall call it the distant spring. I can bring my exploration of it tomorrow. For now, I must sleep. So just a small recap, we only did grow 14 Pikmin today. Not a big number, but still something that we needed to increase. Luckily we didn't lose any in battle today, that's a good one. And none left behind, that's what we're going to try to keep it at. Got more blue Pikmin, just a couple more reds. I think I might need to get a few more yellows, but other than that, these numbers are looking pretty good. Don't have to worry about that too much. We did get a lot of parts, I mean that's a big difference right there. 13 parts collected. So that dropped from a big, I think it was like 24 to 17 parts remaining with 24 days left. That's looking a lot better than how it was the past few days. So that is going to make things a lot easier on our end. So that's going to be a lot better for us. This should be closer to about halfway towards our 30-day mark. And as Olimar said, he could see the wetlands in the distant area is the distant spring, as he so calls it, you know, pretty much as he names it. And over here we see a total of 10 ship parts. So this, of course, is the location that has the most and will be the penultimate location we can visit, because as Olimar said, we still need 16 more parts. So of course, just to pretty much do some simple math here, all 10 are going to be here. We're going to be having 2 more over here, along with 3 more, over here, with 1 over here. And that, of course, adds up to the 16, excuse me. There's still 1 more, but that is for one last area to explore, which we will get to later. That is not something we're going to be worrying about right now. That's not important for us. So, of course, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Did hope you enjoy our day 6 at the Forest Navel. That was one of our most productive days. We have gotten 7 parts here. Of course, our first 2 visits were pretty boring and pretty bland and honestly pretty pathetic. But at the end, there was a reason why we did it that way. That led us to getting all 7 here pretty quickly and, of course, a bit more effectively than those other ones. I believe when we come back, I might be going over to the distant spring for our first travel over there. There's going to be a lot that we have to do, and there's going to be so much that we just might not be able to do all in one day. We're just going to have to be effective in our planning. What I might have to do, though, is I might either come back to the Forest of Hope, since we do have blue Pikmin now. We are able to easily get 2 more parts, and one of them is now that we have, actually with the blue Pikmin, we're able to access all of them. So if that's the case, I might just go over to the impact site on that day, so that way we can just 100% complete it. It's only just 1 more part we need. Now that we have the yellow and blue Pikmin, we are able to fully explore the area and grab just the 1 part in that one day. It shouldn't be that terrible. So I believe what I'm going to be doing next time, guys, is on the next episode, on day 7, we will be going back to the impact site. So the 2 things that we are going to accomplish there are, 1, to of course grab the final part, and the second is to grow our Pikmin in higher numbers, because we are definitely going to be needing a lot. And if I happen to lose any, instead of having to worry about growing more on that day when it's more important to grab parts and open up areas, just going to make sure I have my Pikmin numbers up. So on the next episode, guys, I will meet you back at the impact site so we can do, as I said, to gather our last part and grow our Pikmin battalion. So I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.